Hello everyone. I'm Firespit, protogen most likely to be in the middle of space, and welcome to Sunless Skies, in which we have a space train. Space train! Let's get into this! And back into this. Still not investigating the black box. Right, I need to go to a... Let me check my current thing. Huh. Interesting. Avon, southern the bizarre Magdalenes. Port Avon lies west-northwest. Oh, west-northwest. I don't know why I was under the impression that it was north-northwest. It should be Avon should be somewhere over here. West, northwest should be probably somewhere in this area. I shouldn't have to dispatch a scout. Ow. Let's send that back. Alright, let's see. That's probably Avon over there. Wow, I was close to that last time. Maybe the shines on this place. It's light as mellow as melted butter. Yo, Port Avon. Disembark. Your Port Avon welcome is now 3. An oily-faced, black-haired girl waves your locomotive into position. Welcome to Port Avon, she calls as you disembark. A rich knot of scents greets you. Leaves and wood smoke, enriched by an infrequent, pungent intrusion of goat. Port Avon welcomes new visitors, but your novelty will wear off the more time you spend there. When you visit the future, you may need to bring something friendly. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get our port report. A caddy of dried tea unlocked from Port Avon's. Character is preserved like a fly in amber. You guys like share exotic gossip with locals. Okay. Port Avon welcome is now 5. I don't have enough sovereigns. Oh dear. Let's come back here later. Jumble of undistinguished souls. Let's see here. Actually, let's just go check out the Cyclopean pyramids. Not one of the living stones is quite square yet. They all slot together immaculately. Enjoy the picturesque surroundings, how they soar, how tragic, how solemn. Like the most rampant visions of Turner. 52% chance, that's not bad. Not great, but it's not bad. Failure. Oops. I've gained a tale of terror. The pub is out of Scrumpy. The barman blames a creature, cross between a mushroom and jellyfish. He sways in its seat at the bar. Huh. Let's intercede on a mushroomy matter. Jeez, leave the matter alone, okay. There's a lot to do here. I'll have to come back to this later. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do then is make our way over back to the circus, grab our port report, swing by swing back to New Winchester, drop that off, and then I'll be able to come back to Avon, purchase the seeds. Oh, don't tell me those are hostile. They are hostile. Okay. Launching in the wrong direction. We do not have to dance. Enjoy it when we don't have to dance. And the cannons don't need to sing, and it's just happy days around. What is that? There's a thingy here. Let's go investigate the thingy. Woman's comment. Get my veils up. Oh, hi. Okay. Hi. Thank you, Reach Marauder, for being understanding in these times. Don't ram me. Ow. Jeez, okay. Oh dear. And this is kind of why. I know it's a little cheap, but well, let's try that again. Just... oh dear, it's another one. here. I'm suddenly really bad at this. There we go. Ooh. Interesting. The hold. Solid crate, stamped and carefully sealed. Made of carefully packed munitions. That could be useful. Let's see here. I'm feeling feeling getting my mirrors and veils up. Sure, I get a moment of inspiration from this, but maybe iron in mirrors. Oh, the choices. Let's go hard in mirrors. Okay. That one's significantly better. Now let's just head to the circus, gather our report, and get rolling. Oh, was that changed? Okay, that changed. That was something grave. Now it's okay, that's a scout. The funny thing is that ever familiar circus music of do 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 was originally supposed to be for cavalry charges. Listen to say, let's see who were they before they were called here. The broken, the disavowed, the fugitives. Every visitor has their own story and a hole in their heart. A few demonstrate acts with which they hope to join the circus itself. Others talk of their plans to leave this place and resume normal lives. Not today, but tomorrow. The day after that, perhaps. The inconceivable circus. Write a report. Half-price stack of penny dreadfuls. We'll get some pretty good payouts, so let's go ahead and purchase some tickets. The grubby urchin is nowhere to be seen. Back in, it says followed by indecipherable scribble. How useful. Let's visit the amusements. You have spent time at the circus. At first glance, the circus is in poor shape. A second glance reveals how much worse things are than that. You try the battered mushrooms and realize why they have yet to take off his beloved snack. Attempting to dispose of the bag, you duck behind a stall and find a pile of them already waiting. Another visitor pokes her head around. Is this where the bags go? She asks and deposits her own with the rest. Oh boy. How's about the big top? Ooh, a sky story. The third staff are coming to recognize your face. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. No one in the meager audience displays any enthusiasm, not even when the ringmaster thunders in on a horse-drawn calliope. Then come the acts themselves. Oh dear, the humiliated musician's trapdoor fails to open, leaving his glamorous suit notably unvanished. The bereaved acrobat swings from a single trapeze, the other hangs lonely and unused. The pensive clown's fire-juggling act ends in disaster, not the humorous kind. The less said about the lion tamer, the better. He should recover. Well, hopefully the lion tamer gets better. I'm sure the lion just sneezed and didn't mean it. In this where also everyone will discover I am a chronic map checker. Well, my sense of direction is nigh directionless. Smooth. I'm gonna need 2 Savage Secrets, so we may as well get one of those right away. I just have thought. It's not as far. Or as close as I thought I'm gonna get. The reason I'm immediately going for Victory House with absolutely zero forethought on this is simply because another opportunity to screw over the British Empire is an opportunity to screw over the British Empire. Alright, let's do some partial repairs. Anything new in the bazaar? Okay, so I can sell the ammo, that'll help out a lot. Top up on that. I should then have... Where? Oh, that's because I already... Never mind, I realized I have 2 gossip already. Okay, Port Avon. Give this another try. Ouch. Okay, I needed verdant seeds, which I can now afford. Okay, and then southeast of New Winchester. So that's going to be somewhere down over here. Check out what's down along here, though. Skies are full of terror. Well, they're 6% full of terror. Skies have plenty of space for new additional terror. Somebody's living and working here. Because I am near... Oh, I'm not sure what this is. I'm just near it. Hi, lighthouse. Found Young's found. In Kissagar Gardens. Heard is a nice place if you ever have time to visit. Well, if you ever have time to visit and aren't really a captain. Let's not crash into each other, shall we? Both hugging the wall. All this space and still almost have a collision. Something genuinely unknown. That might be Magdalene's. At least I'm hoping it is. Star Magic, that's not something you want to... Oh! Ow. Woo. Let's just take the repairs. Something had them heavily spooked. And willing to use their own train as a projectile. Which, like, I mean, I get it, but also don't. Something grave. Let's check this out first. There's a marauder. Ow. Yep. Salt loot. Ooh, jewelry box. What do we got? What do we got? Nice. Coin. That's probably what I'm after. That returns what you can only describe as a right mood. It must have found something. Now, is that a right mood as in a good mood, or a right mood as that it's right and proper angry with me? Something to crave. Go. Homestead. Settlers who live so far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They will fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. A solitary settler lives in this modest homestead. She's not much of a conversationalist. The taste and smells that walks from the kitchen are convincing. And you share some gossip supply, or some salon student gossip. I'm inventing new words here. Okay. Well, that's useful. New load of supplies. In exchange for the local gossip. Bound to be something around here. I'm hoping this is Magdalene's. Cops. Just over here. Hey, Magdalene's. Excellent. You port the crew seeks to see land, perhaps unwisely. is going on? What are you taking shots at? You are engaged with something in your patrol craft. Oh, it's a company ship. Okay. Huh. CE best not to think about it. You guys gonna take pot shots, or are you just gonna let it take pot shots at you? Either way, I might just do some scavenging. Yeah, never mind. This is just embarrassing to watch. Magdalene's House of Small Comforts. Alright, you rescued him from a defeated marauder. Here he can get help. Deliver the sky-maddened captain. The nurses bring a stretcher to carry the sky-maddened captain from your train. He'll receive the care of Magdalene's finest. At least Magdalene's finest with a sense of charity, given that he has nothing on him to pay for their ministrations. Let's get a port report real quick. Magdalene is buzzed with activity. Barely has the clock chimed, then a clamor goes up the front desk. Guests rushing to and from appointments. Lord Blank was seen in conversation with the amenable host. The East Wing was closed for general access all day. A certain distinguished admiral was seen with the second in command entering one of the chambers of regret. Several guests succumbed to an excess of sentimentality and were forcibly removed. Meeting with the amenable host. The attendant escorts you through the dazzling violet corridors. The host's red door is always open. The attendant leaves you just as the clock begins to chime. Unlocked. You do not have an unwelcome truth. It's Paul to see the host's atrium is always open to guests. He is available to hear opinions, friendly criticism, and suggestion. Today he has a headache. His voice is soft and sibilant, like butter melting in candlelight. A guest has become rather too attached to a particular attendant. He always requests that the same attendant appear in the exact same guise. The amenable host lips curl into taste. He reiterates the aim of Magdalene's, stealing in spite. Not meant to feed obsession or self-indulgent self-loathing. This guest brings sickness. I would have him purged. I have a dossier on our guest. If you're interested in helping. Oh dear. Take the Lacrimus guest's dossier. The amenable host smiles indulgently. I'm so glad you want to help. He produces a thin sliver of pages and passes to you. I'd recommend taking on the role of one of our attendants. That way you'd be playing the role of someone significant to him. The amenable host sighs as he reaching for his goblet. He knows all of our attendants by voice. Someone new is needed. Oh, that is a significant trade-off. You've completed the trading prospect you learned from the seasoned captains. In the initial 100 sovereigns, 150 experience. That was a solid trade. And Beatrice Exchange has supplies and fuel. absolutely gonna top up here. Let's see. How do you plan to deal with him? The treatment chamber has been emptied for you should you wish to adopt the guides from his past. Alternatively, he is standing right there. He does not seem to have noticed you. His eyes inside boring people as Let's try the direct approach. The lachrymose guest's eyes widen as you approach. Has there been a problem? You invite him to sit. Stiff brandies are ordered. You recount your own share of heartbreaks and tragedies. How you found yourself here, and you make clear that despite all that, you will be leaving. He nods slowly, and after taking your hand, walks away towards the station. He does not look back. Oh, that was a... Let the amenable host know the lachrymose guest is gone. For better or worse, he will not be returning to Magdalene's. The amenable host smiles beatifically. Of course, my staff will be pleased. It is a risk of our trade when our clients can no longer separate identity illusions, but seldom pleasant. He sighs deeply, echoing around the chamber like a newly freed dove. It is a trap any of us can fall into. His face darkens briefly. Here, take this. He fishes around beneath his couch for one of his goblets. He'll fetch a pretty price. Take it with my thanks. Do visit us again. As the Hospital of the Spirit, our staff will become the person you need. Here you may say farewell to a doomed comrade, resurrect an old love, spar with a defeated enemy, all for a fair price. But do not overindulge. Our services are to heal, not to become an addiction. Interesting. And yet I can absolutely see how someone might lose themselves here quite readily. Roger Bat grudgingly admits to finding something. The bat is so grumpy and yet he's so cute. I mean, really, look at him. How could you be mad at him? Its opinion is clear. Go out there in this weather? Thank you, but no. The weather's not that bad. It's a little incredibly windy. Can't do anything with that. Well, that's unfortunate. Make our way back to New Winchester then. I got the port reports. I should drop those off first, then make my way back. Because then I should be able to buy a drill. And maybe get another, yeah, I should be able to get another secret as well. Oh, a thingy. Oh, requires a thing. Never mind. I cannot do anything with the thingy. Or I cannot say my situation. Yeah, that's a big mushroom. Big and brightly glowing mushroom. Oh, hi, Reach Marauder. Gotcha. Oh, let's loot the hold. A solid crate. What do we got? A barrel of unseasoned hours. It takes a wrench and your strongest stoke to lever off the lid. When at last the crate opens with a heavy thud, your crew gasps. Inside, the illustrious saltine crystals of ground hours, mined and refined for commercial use. This is the final product of London's greatest and most precious enterprise. I'm sorry, what do I have? Barrel encased in beeswax and stamped the ministry's mark. Contents sighed like the tide. Right. London. That's why we're up here. It's because London is mining for time. Literally. My head is still in the library back in the Isle of Grand Krug, so I'm thinking, why are the gods in a barrel? And no, it's not them. Especially not the Grail. The Red Grail would not be sitting in a barrel unseasoned. They would have been aggressively overly seasoned. They'd have been spicy, even. You know what? Let's go swing by up here first. Actually, nah, let's not. We came from this area, the Blue Kingdom, and it was nothing but trouble. So let's go drop off our port reports and return to New Winchester. Hi, New Winchester. Okay. Give me one more savage secret. All the space dust. Okay. Let's decode this message. Late night, a score of failed attempts, bunched up and thrown into the fire, but at last you are successful. The pages concealed not one hidden message, but two, each complicating and confounding the other. The first is exhortation to meet at the same place and under the same circumstances that you last parted. That was in London, during the annual Jubilation Day festivities that commemorate the Empire's conquest of a sun. The second is a sequence of letters picked up from crosswords, which alone took entire nights to complete. Scribble them down on the back of the envelope. The stars are dying. Ooh. Well, I mean, everything is eventually. What's this? Ooh. Mr. Menagerie, prepare fine scouts. An accompany picture displays a tall cloaked figure slightly stooped, clutching an array of adorable little beasts close to its long chest. Alright, Mr. Menagerie, what we got? Oh, I need Savage Secrets. 2 Visions of Heaven. Interesting. I wouldn't be able to use these guys anyways. I would love to get the Retronaut though. But I have neither the mirrors nor condemned experiment. Truly a shame. Fastidious Inspector. Excuse me, Captain. A woman pushes through the crowds towards you. She is short and square-shouldered, in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you the case of her pocket watches, embossed with the crown and hourglass of London's horological office, a body responsible for ensuring time is consistent across the Empire. Open passage to Port Prosper, she says, slipping the watch away. I can pay, of course. Note that there is such a thing as north, south, east, or indeed west out here. Oh, not that there is. Instead, London cartographers picked 4 of the brighter, more reliable stars visible from the Empress's new palace and named them north, east, south, and west. Londoners value familiarity. South, southwest, west, south, southeast, Winchester. Thank you. The locomotive I was on broke down following a boiler rupture. The chief's engineer's fault, I suspect. A gentleman fonder of brandy than diligence. Okay, so I need to go to south. Southeast. I already know about that. I know about most of the stuff. Now, where's Mr. Menagerie headed? Go to the Regent's Obelisk, which you've made into a gaudy amusement. Interesting. Explore the city. Never mind. Shops. What do we got going on in the bazaar? The Admiral's China, crockery for Port Avon, London's erratic admirals, tactical genius, but perilously fragile. Unless they adheres to exact specifications, his inspiration abandons him, and the loss of his tea set in a recent engagement has rendered him entirely ineffective. His Batman, currently recuperating at Port Avon, seeks an exact replacement. Pay 110 sovereigns, each of up to 5 crates of nostalgic crockery Port Avon lies with. Nectar from Magdalene's. Magdalene's the house welcome present. Respectable business need apply. 3 gourds of forester nectar. No idea what that is, but sure. Tanya and Carlon, or collected from forester hives. I don't know where either of those places are. But I can sell some hours. And then I can buy a little bit of supplies, and then... not what I'm currently using. Yes. Forever there is a judgment, effectively a locomotive-mounted blunderbuss. The emanation fires a mauling spread of munitions that is best employed at close range, has been described as a proper to reload. Probably bugger, if I had to give it a guess. What I really want... ooh, it's a rocket launcher. Okay, that's a mine layer. This is what I want, though. I don't have anything banked, but that's fine. And with that, we'll have to just spend the rest of the time porting here in New Winchester. Till next time. Well, I hope you had a good time here as much as I did in the space train. As always, I hope you have a good day or good night wherever you may be. If you like my content, hit the like button. If you dislike my content, hit the dislike button. Those does help me out a lot. And if you want to catch my next recording or catch the next time I'm going live, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And if you have any errant thoughts at all, feel free to leave those down below in the comments. And until next time, ta-ta for now. Y'all have a good one.